Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Wildewitch RP live play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We are a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and we created our own company. That way we could create and share high quality, exciting TTRPG experiences full time. And today we're playing D&D. This session features not the Mortal Guardians, the Burning Veil storyline, set in our very own Velinara campaign setting. It is a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, magic, and magnificent ambition where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord to find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, game master and storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, who brings our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, let us meet our courageous and daring heroes, as they've just returned from another exciting adventure, a heist. So, we'll begin with an introduction for Freesta.
Hi, I'm Shay, and I play Freesta. She is an Eladrin blood hunter who embodies a cold complexion and icy resilience, with magic powers from her mysterious, fathomless patron.
Ooh. Every time you say that, I just seeds that I want to start growing. Ah, I love it.
No.
Next, next up for our introductions, let's learn about Tala.
Hi, I'm Radiant and I play Tala, who is a total druid and cleric mix. Tala's a young turtle who lived as a hermit far from Wintervale. Why she left her home is a mystery, but she loves her new friends and being in a large city. She still has a few things to learn, but she's glad that her friends are around to help her.
Oh, and things that are set up for Tala as well. Ooh.
Okay, now you're making me nervous.
And then last but not least, let's learn of Andy.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'll be playing Andy. Andy is a Lightfoot halfling bard wizard, and her most prized possessions are her family drum and her granddad's flute. She enjoys a good insult and a good meal, and on her shoulder is a tiny, fuzzy bumblebee bat, familiar named Perry.
Oh, and the things that are set up for Andy as well.
Ooh.
Everything. I've got plans upon plans. But to get to those plans, we must continue our story. So, let us do that now. You've made it back to Wintervale, and it is evening time. Night has fallen. Carissa has found her way to the main estate. There are plenty of guest rooms there. And you have your own house, a guest house that is yours so long as you are in the service of Delwyn. So, as you all return this evening successful, what do your nights look like? Do you celebrate with each other, or do you find a place to rest on your own? What do you do?
I check to go see if Terramander's around.
Yeah, Terraminder's around. She was with you all, when you came back, so, easy enough to find her.
Is she alone?
I mean, if you would like to, she's sticking with the group. She's sort of celebrating, but if you would like to sort of ask her off alone, you can always do so.
Yeah, Terramander?
Yeah?
May I speak to you alone, for a little bit?
Oh, okay. And she'll
Um,
step aside.
can we go outside, like near the greenhouse, but kind of maybe sit down on a bench or the grass or something?
Sure.
Um, Terramender, I I'm I did something bad. I well, I guess I need your help on something too. Have you ever done something that without thinking and hurt someone?
Um, no. The only time I did anything like that, I didn't hurt someone else.
I did. I wasn't thinking about that person when I asked them to do something. And well, I just remember that I wanted to play a prank on Andy and Frista. I I didn't think about how it would make you feel to involve you in that prank. And realized afterwards how what bad position that I put you in. I am really sorry.
I mean, it's it's okay. Because, I just I don't lie, and I really don't want to lie to you guys, any of you, um, because you guys have been so good to me when I don't deserve it. So,
Well, first of all, not wanting to lie to us is a great quality, and I hope you. Well, I'm sorry that I made you do it, but there's the other thing: is I I think you're a good person. I think you have made mistakes, but I also feel like people took advantage of you and made you do things that you didn't want to do. And because you're a good person, you feel bad about that. But you also take that on as your fault, where it's not 100% your fault. And I want to be your friend, but I don't know how to do that without making you feel bad about it.
I mean, I kind of already thought we were friends. I don't.
Yeah?
I mean, you guys are all very nice to me, and isn't that what friends are? They're just nice to people. They want
Oh,
you to be around.
yes. Yes and no. I think I think friends are a little bit more than that. Friends are somebody, hopefully, earn your trust and you respect their opinions and feelings and their boundaries too. But also, they can be honest with you and tell you things that may not be always nice, but they do it for a good reason, you know? But they always have your back.
I mean, you know more about this than I would. The only person that I had really any sort of connection with before your group was Sorneros, and that wasn't really a friend kind of connection.
Oh no, I'm new at this too. I grew up by myself. Well, with my mom. But then she died and I was alone except for my animal friends and my plant friends. Um, but then I met Andy and Freestyle and I kind of been learning from them about being friends. So no, this is also new to me and I want to make sure that I'm doing a good job, you know?
Just don't feel like you gotta change anything. Just don't ask me to lie to my friends, and I just, like I said, I don't know about any of this stuff. Before, it was just do whatever Soranaris told me and make sure that his life was going great and then I'd be taken care of.
And being taken care of sometimes is nice, as long as they don't take away your will, I think.
I mean, Soranaris never, like, made me do anything, but, I mean, I'd get punished if I didn't, so... I mean, he gave me a good life. I mean, when my arm was gone, he made me a new one and, kept me around when other people wouldn't have. And, I
Yeah,
proved
but
myself.
he's the reason that you lost your arm.
Well, I mean, if it was him or, I lose my arm, but, he stayed alive. So, like, he didn't take my arm, but it was an accident and I had to save him. And so my arm was lost.
Okay. Well, you know that situation better than I do. Can we make a promise to each other? I'll promise you not to make you do things you don't want to do, that including lying to people. And maybe you can promise me that if I make you do some or ask you to do something you're uncomfortable with, you tell me.
Mm, mm, okay.
Okay. I want us to be friends. I mean, yeah, we're already friends, but I want us to be good friends.
She'll not.
Okay, good. Thank you for talking with me.
Of course.
Shall we go back inside?
Yeah. As you guys head back in, Terminder will, instead of heading out to the sort of central room where she had left before, sort of takes a detour and turns off into the kitchen. Rista, Andy, what are you guys doing?
Andy was probably in the middle of, in a very Bard-esque manner, telling the whole tale, even though everyone who went was already there, but like to Ansel and Renan, who were not actually there in the keep, like very much like, oh, and then we fought all these people, and like it was like dazzling how we stopped the arrows, just kind of fell out of the sky, and this
I,
kind of thing, and
I will
yeah,
say that if you want to add to your audience roster, there are a few
uh-huh,
of the house guards that were sent
excellent,
to sort of kind of patrol around the area. You can 100% drag them in to listen to this.
uh-huh. Yeah, and like servants who like probably should be doing useful things, probably like drag them in as well. Yep. Uh-huh.
And then you get like a few claps. One guy,
Uh-huh.
all right, is it over now?
Can I hit him like with the flat side of my rapier?
You can, 100%. Ah,
Great.
gosh, not another.
How dare you!
You think that after asking it the first time, I'd understand what's in store.
Yes, I think you've gotten hit a few too many times though, buddy. Not by me, obviously. Mhm.
So, definitely, most of the crowd that you have here is enjoying the retelling. Lorcan will go in and try and add embellishments as well.
Excellent. Good. What a pal.
Rista, what are you doing?
Please join in with everything that's going on. Happy that the heist went okay. It had the desired outcome. It didn't go how we planned, but I feel like after all of that died down, she'd probably go back to her, not her room, her office, and just replay the day back, thinking about how the reason why it did go south is because of her, and that it went south because people cared about her and someone came to save her, and then she feels at fault for that. And she's also trying to keep track of the brand of castigation, as this is the longest time she's kept it for. So she's focused on that. Being able to send someone who's not here their whereabouts, it's weird.
It's at this point that you would hear a knock at your door.
Hmm?
I don't have hands. Can you open the door, please?
Oh, yes, I'll open the door.
And you see Terminder has a tray that she has, and it's filled with like way too many sandwiches,
Oh.
as well as a few drinks. And she'll move over and put it on the desk. And um, can we talk?
Yes, of course. Anything. What's the matter?
What makes someone a good friend rather than just a friend?
Um, Coming to someone's door after a bad heist with sandwiches is usually a good sign.
Not like good as in like a good person, like if you're more than friends, but you're good friends.
More than friends, but you're good friends.
Mm-hmm.
As in more than good friends? Or.
I don't know. Someone asked me if we could be good friends, and I want to know. And like, you're the person that I could think of, because you're we spend a lot of time together, and I would think that we're friends. I mean, we're all friends,
Definitely.
but I don't know really what makes friends different than, how, like, everyone's really nice, but I don't feel the same about everybody, and I don't know if that means that I'm being a bad friend or if I'm good friends and I didn't know that I'm good friends, and Freysta, I need help.
Okay. Let's slow down. We'll take this one thing at a time. I'm not going to ask who said good friends, because that's personal and I don't need to know that. How do you feel about this person?
I mean, we're friends, and I like them, but
Mhm.
we're friends. I like all of my friends. I don't feel the same for them that I do for you, and then I don't feel the same way that I do for Andy.
Ouch.
Well, the thing about friends is every sort of relationship that you may have is different. It doesn't mean that one's more important than the other, but if you feel different about that person, then try to explore that a little bit. Which is kind of a broad thing to say, but
What in like what do you think that would look like?
well, it's hard to get to know someone in a big group. So we've become really good friends because we've had the morning together, either comfortable silence or small talk. But it's really been good. For me definitely. I hope for you as well. Maybe talk to them alone. Ask them to go somewhere that you enjoy. I know you like the lab and stuff. If they want to be a good friend, they will try and enjoy the same things that you do, and then you can do the same for them. So if they say, I like this, let's go here, then you can try and engage in their hobbies as well.
Okay. And that's how to be a good friend?
There's no textbook way for how to be a good friend because everyone's definition of friend is different. So if you don't know what friend means for you right now, that's absolutely fine. Just, oh, I'm bad at this. I've been alone for many years before I found this group. So I'm really honored that you came to talk to me. I'm not the best person for this.
I just I tried to think about it on my own, and that's how I ended up with so many sandwiches. And I just it's just because I thought we were all friends already, and I just, I don't know what good friends are. Just that you're my friends and you guys are good.
You don't need to know that right now. I think someone saying let's be good friends doesn't it isn't like a switch. It'll happen naturally as long as you allow it to. If someone wants to get close to you, you just need to try not to push them away. Which is a lot easier said than done, but
And she'll nod. She kind of takes in that statement. Okay. Um, and thank you for talking with me and I don't know, for being my friend. You know
no
that
worries.
I was not. I was the bad guy when we met, and you guys helped, and so just thanks.
No one ever saw you as the bad guy, Taramanda.
You guys keep saying that, but I mean, you saw who I was working for.
And from what I've heard about how you were treated, I'm don't want to push too far. It sounds a lot like manipulation. You're a very nice person, Taramanda. And everyone here loves you. Some maybe more than others with good friends and stuff. But I'm excited for you to explore that relationship. I think it'd be good for you.
You said something earlier, about letting people get close to you.
Hmm.
What would you do if you wanted to get close to someone?
Um, I share little parts of myself. sort of like I was saying earlier, something you enjoy, let them know. Something that you'd want them to know. I haven't really gotten close with anyone. So,
Well, you're, you know, you're always welcome to come to the lab with me, just like everyone else is too. So, if you want to be good friends, more than we already are, I guess. I, she'll take a sandwich, and just I've got a lot to think about now, more than I thought I did.
it seems like a lot. We're in no rush to figure this out. I don't see any of us going anywhere anytime soon. So don't worry about taking your time.
And so she'll sit there quietly, so long as you allow her to, and eat a few sandwiches.
I'll take some as well.
They're very simple. They're just like tea sandwiches, so like cucumbers and tomatoes with some mayo, and just very light. And
May I go knock on Andy's door?
sure.
Andy?
Store? Andy's still in the
Yeah.
common room explaining to
Yeah.
a reluctant audience.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
Fristo is the
awesome
only one that
everyone is.
went away.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Then I would like to wait until, late at night.
Okay. Are you gonna go back and knock on Andy's door after she's toned in?
Or do you just stand by the door waiting?
Andy? Andy!
You'd say, yeah, you'd have to be very insistent. You would have noticed Andy sleeps like the dead. So
Okay.
what?
I think Tala's gonna go, I don't want to wake up everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and use my ring of message.
Oh gosh.
Andy, wake
Do I
up!
have to be conscious for this? It does not wake everyone up.
That'll hit everyone wearing a ring.
You hear in the distance, Tyler, shut up! I don't even
Sorry.
sleep, but still.
Sorry!
Wait, do I have to be
I
conscious for this?
forgot!
I'm confused.
No, you don't have to be conscious.
What? What? We're being
Open the door.
attacked?
Open the door, please.
Yeah, she'll like whip it open, like totally disheveled. What?
I need to talk to you.
Oh, is that it? Are we being attacked?
No, I want to talk to you.
Oh, okay. She'll like rub her face and like put away her rapier and go, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Come in, I guess.
Are you awake?
I am now.
Good, because I need your advice on something.
Okay. Yep. I have excellent advice. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yep.
How do you... I want to be good friends with Tara Mender, but I feel like every time I try to do things, I mess it up. I feel like, they've been through a lot, and I'm trying to make her feel safe and to trust me more. How do I do that? Because I feel like she's always nervous.
Yeah, she is. She reminds me of a cousin I once had. or still have Faye. I have family. And anyway, but I think I don't know. Like I think just let her be. Like I assume you've talked to her and I think I've heard some of these conversations. Um, but you don't have to like keep bringing them up. You don't have to keep saying like, "Oh, let's be friends" or stuff. I think just like let it be. Like with my cousin, um, eventually he figured it out. He'd come along with us and play with us, and eventually he figured out how to be more comfortable, I guess, around us and be himself and be happy, or tell us if he wasn't. Um, so yeah, like, well, and she'll sit a little bit differently and finger her flute and go, well, like like the great escape that we had yesterday. She did great, and I told her she did great, and she lit up, and it was awesome. And I think um, that's how I typically help or try to help. I just, as with everyone, like if they do something really awesome, I point that out and pat them on the back. Um, and yeah, if she wants to talk about stuff or um feels more uncomfortable, I play her a song, and if that doesn't work, I get myself very uncomfortable, and we move on. So yeah, I guess for me
Okay,
it's more of a just kind of be there, and support or play a song. Uh, yeah.
so you're saying when they approach me, don't act like real friendly, just kind of
But, like
stand
don't
there.
like to be friendly and all this, but you don't have to have the conversations about being friends. If that makes sense. Like just be a
Well,
friend.
if you don't talk about the problem, how do you? Okay, just don't talk about it, just be.
Yeah, and obviously this won't apply to every situation, but that's generally my approach is just be a good friend, um, talk when big things come up, but not like all the time. And for Terraminder, um, it seems to she didn't really seem like she wanted to talk about some things with me. Um, so I played a song instead, like a while ago, like months ago now. Um, and I think that for me that worked better than anything I could have said. But
But
I don't sing much, so
I, I, I don't sing well at all. And
yeah.
I don't have a instrument to play. To
Mhm.
why do I? Uh, but I can do this, and then I bang on my uh chest with my outer shell.
Is it really loud?
No, but it's definitely off rhythm.
Oh no. Okay, I'll like put a hand up. Like Tala, as
Yeah.
we will work on this. You'll be great drummer one day, but not tonight.
Okay. Okay.
I'll give you lessons.
I'm more confused than I was before I came in here. I need to. I like you threw a lot of things at me all at once.
Mm.
So don't talk about it. Don't be overly friendly to push her and make her feel comfortable. And just like, does that mean like if when we're like I try to ignore her and just wait for her to come to me? If she feels
Oh.
comfortable?
Yeah, I don't know about ignore, but just be a comforting presence. Um, and talk with her and everything like you have been doing, but you don't push it. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of different ways that this can work out for all of us, but
Oh, okay. I'll think
my
on it.
approach is more hands off. Yeah, it's just like
Hands off.
yeah. But you do you. You're not me. This is just my side of things, right? So don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. You should go
Yep.
back to sleep.
I should, but now I'm really awake for some reason.
Oh, you are? Do you want to talk about things?
No, I think I'm gonna play my flute. Thanks.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna go. Thank you. Oh, wait. I have another
night.
problem.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I think Freesta's mad at me.
Well, you did just wake her up at me.
Oh no, I think Freesta's mad at me before that.
To ask her about it. I don't think she's mad at you though.
But you just told me not to bring things up, to let it happen naturally.
No, well, that's a different thing. If you think someone is mad at you, then you should probably pick that up. Unless you don't want to talk to them.
Well,
and she gets
she
kind of
kinda
wispy-eyed.
scared.
But that's different. What?
She kind of scared me when she was just like, she gave me this look, and I went, ooh.
Then just ask her. I'll ask her in the morning. How about that? You
Well,
mad at
I know
Tala?
why she's. No, I know she's mad at. I know why she's mad at me. And I feel really bad about it, and I apologize to Terramender, but I don't know how to apologize to Feasta because I didn't make the mistake with Feasta. I didn't go hurt her. But she's mad at me because I think about this whole friend thing. I don't know.
Hmm?
Do I let her bring it up, or do I just go casual and I darn it, this friendship thing is very complicated.
Making it very complicated. You could see how she acts in the morning. But if it's bothering you, then just go ask her and say, hey, I I apologize to Terraminder and won't happen again, and just see how she takes it. I mean, it's a little bit more reserved, I guess. So maybe potentially she's just preoccupied or something, right? Like it doesn't. She might have other things that she's thinking about. I think she got hurt pretty badly too, so maybe she's just recovering from that.
Okay. I'm very more confused than before, but okay. All right,
Perfect.
thank you. You can go back to sleep now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, good night.
Night.
Andy, do
Hi.
you find sleep quickly, or are you a little bit
No.
more awake?
I am more awake, and I'm trying to play my flute, and I don't think it's gonna work out very well.
What's going through your mind, Andy?
A lot of friendship problems. Jesus. Andy's thinking a little bit about home and like kind of coming off the high of the heist. Like Andy had a really good time during the heist. Like she did really well, and Terraminder did really well, and Krista was there, and it was good times. But everybody else, like something seems to have happened. And the rest of her party is a little bit on the edgy side, um and Delwyn and Krissa, and there was some weird tension there on the way back, I'm sure, and there was just some interesting things. So she's been a little bit more pensive after she finally let the guards and everyone else go. Thinking about home, thinking about Beck, who she probably should do ascending to, and make sure he's still alive because he's not irresponsible, but he seems to take mortal danger in stride, which is a little bit concerning. Yeah, and the war that's happening between the houses. Mm-hmm. Questions.
All right. So, as your mind comes through quite busy and the sort of repetitive finger placements of trying to play the flute not quite calming it, anything else that either of you, any of you, would like to cover this evening.
Yep.
Then you all complete a long rest.
Finally.
And morning comes. And of course there is the routine breakfast duo.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, are there changes?
No. But get to the. I want to do something at breakfast.
So, Frista and Terraminder make breakfast for everybody, and it is a typical fare. Enough
roll a
for
cooking
everybody. What was that?
Can I roll a cooking check?
Yeah, go for it.
I haven't rolled one in a while. Can I
Feeling
no
nostalgic.
longer roll that cooking check?
Uh,
I have
Frista.
decided against it.
Frista, something's going on through your mind this morning that's causing a bit of distraction. What is it?
Can't imagine.
We'll spill some tea. Terramanda was talking all last night about a good friend. And it got Frista thinking, oh no, she thinks she has a crush on Ansel.
Ooh. So there's something more to the potato throwing, I guess.
The ceremony where I'm from.
Let me write that into the backstory real quick.
Wait. Does Frista thinks Frista has a crush on Ansel, or does like Terramander has a crush on Ansel?
No, that I have a crush on Ansel.
Oh, interesting. I love it.
So, as you're a bit distracted, Terraminder also seems to be a bit in her own thoughts, probably perhaps on the conversation that you had last night. But breakfast comes about and everyone settles down. Thanks from everybody, some more heartfelt than others. I'm pretty sure Lorcan's is just like a nod before he starts digging in.
And Tala sits there, and you notice that she's kind of sitting in a very weird body position and has this weird look on her face. Because the whole time she's like, okay, comforting presence. I have no idea what comforting presence look like. So maybe if I sit this way and position my shoulders or arm this way, so maybe that's a comforting presence. But I'm not looking at Terramander because I don't want to make them feel like awkward and like
So because you're doing quite a
focused.
bit here, I'm going to ask
Yep.
for a performance check.
Amazing roll.
Oh no.
As breakfast is being served, Terraminder, who's at her normal seat, which is probably like right next to Frista in the mornings. Tala, did you sleep wrong? You look a little stiff.
No, I look stiff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then I move the opposite direction. How's that? Does that look better?
Are you okay?
I look over at Andy.
And like her mouth is like full.
Yeah, I'm fine. Hmm. I go back to my normal position, kind of dejected. I'm fine. Thank you for asking, Charmander. And I pop a good berry in my mouth.
Leaning over to Frista and just kind of whispering, "Did I do something wrong?"
I don't think so.
Okay. And any other conversations over breakfast? Or interactions, thoughts?
Do ascending to Beck.
Tell him I said hi.
Right? What's the sending to Beck?
Priestess says hi. How are you, brother? Been a while. Hope you're doing well. Worried about you. We broke Carissa Parthenaeus out of Arcalia. Love you. Thumbs up feelings.
Righty. So as you send that in the morning here, it spans over whatever distance is between you and Beck. Good to hear you and your friends got out safe. Don't think that you're out of the whole danger yet. Keep playing it smart. And that's all he says this morning.
As Andy has kind of a small smile, even though he didn't answer her questions.
When has he ever answered your questions?
He gave us a whole ass letter one time. It was really helpful.
Once.
I'm just
That's
saying.
the answer.
Very nice letter.
Do you still have it?
Yes,
Okay.
obviously.
Right. Cool.
Faye making notes over here.
Always.
Hmm.
So, as you are finishing up breakfast, there is a knock at your front door.
I get it.
Running to the door, fleeing the conversation.
Yeah. I open the door.
Yeah, you open the door and you see a familiar figure. As the Professor Emilienne Laplante is there.
Oh, hello, Professor. Please come in. And I use the ring and go, Professor Pont is here.
I can see that.
Oh, you're in the kitchen. I'm at the door.
I'm assuming you guys are actually at a dining table to eat, not in the kitchen.
Okay, the dining room table.
So, as Emilienne joins you all entering into this house, I am sorry about how we were unable to speak the other day. But I am here to offer my assistance.
That is great. Thank you.
I won't be able to do much, though I will be able to point you in the direction of finding Zephyriel.
Okay, that every bit helps.
If you would recall, To your knowledge, Zephyriel is dead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I say that. It was actually kind of occurred to me. I'm like, uh, P- Professor Zephyriel, is that remember how we found his body buried in the Everett tree?
She shakes her head.
You don't remember?
No, I remember,
Oh, okay.
but I'm also the person that put the body there.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
that would have been nice to know.
That's
Professor Zephyriel is not in that grave. There is much
Oh.
that I'm sure you have questions on and that I will explain.
Mhm.
But I need to know if this is a safe area to speak with. And if we need to involve your patron in the matter.
We don't, do we?
Well, no, I don't think so. I think it has to do with um our yeah, no, we don't need to bother him.
Well, Ansel will speak up from where he sits. It may not directly involve him, but he is the one that is funding all of our research. If we need to spend coin to pick up on this trail, he may wish to at least know of the conversation, if not be directly involved.
That is very true. But hear me out. What if we go over, try to get him, and then find out they're both dead in their bed? No,
oh.
just kidding.
Why would they be dead in their bed?
Um,
Dark thoughts.
because I'm kidding. Let's yeah. Okay. You want me to go get them?
Well, how about we find out what the situation is first? We just heard that the dead person is not where we thought the dead person was. I kind of want to know a bit more before we involve anyone else.
It makes sense.
Well then, if I may, and she motions to an open seat, that way the conversation can be had, not standing around.
Mm-hmm.
Professor Laporte will settle herself down, and she looks to each of you. I will share what I know of the situation regarding Professor Zephyriel and my assistance in its matters. And before she can get too far into that, it's where we take our first ad break this day. So, stick around. We will be right back to continue our story. But before we head out, I do want to ask that you guys hang out in our chat room and you let the ads run. Ads are a huge part of how we keep our games affordable here with Wildewitch RP. You can chat in the ads or chat during the ads. You can turn down the volume, but please don't mute them or leave them or leave us. You can also always make a direct donation to my Ko-fi. There's a link for that on screen. Ko-fi donations not only help support us at Wildewitch RP, but they also unlock awesome perks for our entire Wildewitch RP community. Perks that include special companions, double XP, double treasures, special companion, not special companions again, new quests. Gosh, I need that coffee to sink in. But these perks benefit everyone for the next month. So stick around with us. We will be right back. All right, we are back. It is the morning after the heist. And Amelia Lapointe has come forward to your estate here to deliver some news that she can help in finding one Raladan Zephyriel, a professor presumed dead. But apparently she has more to the story. As she has sat at your table, as breakfast is still sat upon it, as I said before, I am friends with Raladan. And he was pursued by a cult. I do not know the details. But perhaps they were interested in his research, or felt that he was encroaching upon their domain, but they tried to murder him. Zephyriel had set up plans to leave, temporarily. But he got spooked. And so he instead came to the botanicals, came to the gardens, and asked me to help him fake his own death. I helped him to acquire a body from the Wintervale morgue. We disfigured it, and we did so to prevent any sort of magical interactions, and enchanted it, falsely to respond to divination as if it were him. Though, of course, such enchantments could have been dispelled, but we were banking on the fact that no one would do so. They'd take it at face value. He went back to the docks, under disguise, and arranged for his transportation out of Wintervale through a smuggler by the name of Bodanton. We found him at the Iron Toe Badger on Rebrother. And that's it. So Zephyriel is alive, but gone. The only person who would know where he is Bodanton.
Who is this person?
A retired pirate. One who agreed to get Raladan out of Wintervale discreetly and on short notice, though he was quite expensive.
Do you know? Oh,
No, you go.
do you know where we can find this Bodenton?
We found him at the Iron Toe Badger. It's a tavern. You can search for him there.
Toe Badger.
The Iron Toe Badger.
Okay. And do you have any more information on who was chasing Professor X?
No,
Zephyriel?
I don't. I know that they tried to kill him. That's what he told me. I don't know who they were or what they were after, just that my friend needed to get away from them and felt that he had to do so enough by faking his own death.
Well, for you to go through all this trouble means that he must be a really good friend. Know that we do not mean him harm.
Well, if you did, just know that I have connections to the Wintervale morgue. And I'll leave it at that.
Oh, Lord. Right.
Now, That's all I quite know. If you need me here to continue the conversation with your patron, of course. But otherwise, I must make my way. I do have my academic duties.
I look over at Brother Ansel and see what he says.
I mean, we have the information. We don't strictly need her testimony.
Right. Agreed.
And of course, if Delwyn would want your personal testimony, I'm sure we can send notice to either the university or the botanical gardens. Emilian would nod.
Thank you, Professor, for coming all this way. Appreciate it.
Well, you perhaps are the only people that have a chance of finding Paladin. Might as well give you the tools to actually help. And so LaPointe will get up, and she makes her way out of the house. Leaving you all to decide, do you go to Delwyn with this information? How do you present this? You have an idea of where you must go, which is the Iron Toe Badger.
I think we should update him of our findings. And that we are going to continue to pursue him, maybe away for a little bit. I would also like to see Carissa, and see if she knows about that elf in the keep and what their name is and who they are.
Yeah. I think we might want to not spread the idea that Zephyril's alive. So if we can say it without lying to Delwyn and just say we have a new lead, but just for safety, we don't want to tell you
Or just
exactly
say
what it
we
is
have.
in case people find out.
Well, we can just say we have a new lead and leave it at that.
Right.
Unless Ansel, you want to go more in detail.
I don't see an issue with sharing this with Delwyn. He has been assisting us since before we even had this. Since all we had were the scraps of what I could remember when Cariante took Barrick's notes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't think that we should spread the news of Zephyril's being alive everywhere. But if we want the best of Delwyn's assistance...
Okay. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way over to the main estate. Gosh dang it, Sirenscape. I'm probably gonna have to restart my small computer. It seems that's what the issue might be. Let's try this one more time. Alright. As you make your way over to the main estate, it'll be the three of you and Ansel. The rest will stay back and clean up after breakfast. And you are able to make your way over. You would see in his office as you are brought in, Delwyn is alive and well, not murdered in the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and is tending to his own work. You would have passed by Serdwin. You would have seen him in another small office-like library room, keeping his own mind busy. Saw him reading, perhaps doing his own work. You do not see Carissa this day, at least not right now. And as you enter in, Delwyn will look up from what he was writing. Yes, how may I help? You probably have something if you are here.
I nudge Ansel.
Ansel kind of steps forward with a stumble and looks over his shoulder at Tala. You're able to speak as well. And straightens himself up. A new lead has come to us about the pursuit of the Salvation Key. And that seems to have Delwyn putting down fully to better pay attention. And, well, please, continue on. I will, if there is anything you need of me, of course I will help. Or if you are just here to update me, if that is well within your purview as well. And Delwyn is looking over each of you.
I nudge Andy.
Fine. She'll step forward and just kind of nod to Ansel and go, yeah. We have a lead that we thought was deceased, and we'd like to update you. I'm a little bit hesitant to inform you in case other people find out, but if you'd press, we could tell you. But we'll probably be taking a boat somewhere.
He nods. If you believe it best that I am kept without the details, that is fine. If you are taking a boat, I likely need funding, and he will pull out a book and quickly write a letter and or write something down in the book before pulling out a box and counts out. You can see these golden coins and will quickly put them on the other side of his desk closer towards you all. That is 2,000 gold and should be able to assist you. Use it as you need and can add it as part of your allowance.
Very generous.
2,000 gold.
Thank you very much, Delwyn. I'll give a stuttering formal bow. It will be put to good use. We will not squander it.
Only Lurkin was here.
Yeah.
But Delwyn nods.
one quick question before I go. Is Carissa here?
You can see that his face sort of falters a bit. She is, yes. But she seems perhaps still recovering from what she endured in being held as she was. She did not come down for breakfast. She said that she was feeling ill.
Oh, I should probably go check on her then.
You are welcome to, but I do not know that she is wanting to see anyone.
Oh, uh, uh, I look at Andy and go, and just whisper to him, okay, is this where, as a friend, go and try to help her because you can heal with the medicine, or is this where you're supposed to stand back and let them? I'm confused. Why should I do?
Feel for this. Whatever feels right to you. But if you want space, then maybe give it like you could like give her like a note or something, and let her approach you if you want.
But if she won't see me, how am I supposed to?
Just put a
Oh,
note under her door. We did it all the
oh,
time back in the hills.
that seems long. Okay. Wait, Del, may I borrow a pen and paper?
Of course. And he'll provide
Okay.
one for you.
I write down, Dear Carissa, heard you weren't feeling well. I can help you if you wish, if you have any wounds still left. Just let me know. I also have a question to ask you about an elf that was at Keep. You know how to reach me. Tala. This is Tala. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. I don't know how to end this. Is this okay? I show it over to Freesta. Is this okay?
It's. I'm more for, forging official letters. This is just a letter to a friend. You end it however you feel necessary.
A little like smiley face. No, kidding.
Smiley face,
oh.
yes.
Emojis?
I do
Emojis in Fantasyland?
I do
They are
total
now, it
smiley.
seems.
I do a total smiley face.
Oh my
And
gosh. Excellent.
I fold it and I go, okay, I need to put this under her door. Can you tell me where her door is?
If time, I can escort you up. And
Oh, okay.
he'll move, and it's like this heavy chair, but it's not like opulent, but it is well crafted, and he will do so. Does anyone else follow, or is it just Tala?
I'm gonna follow out of curiosity.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
I'll stay behind.
Okay. Ansel also stays behind. So, following with Delwyn, Andy, and Tala, you head up the stairs and into an area that is it's a residential wing. There are a few staff members that are here just dusting and cleaning things, and you come up to a set of doors that Delwyn nods to, and these are hers.
Oh, great. I go over and I knock on the door and I put the note underneath the door and goes, Carissa, I'm putting a note under your door like I'm supposed to. There you go. Thank you.
Go away!
Okay. Are you okay?
I'm just ill this morning.
Okay. Do you want me to heal you?
No!
Oh, okay. Bye. And I turn around and look at
Feeling ill, Faye?
Andy. Did I do okay?
Faye, could I do an insight check
Sure.
real quick?
Yeah.
My answer to Tala will depend on my insight check. Nat 20?
Nat 20.
Ooh.
You can hear where uh, Carissa's voice is being. It's tight, but also wet with mucus. It's likely she's been crying. And it seems that she's just not in a mood to entertain and is using a very perhaps noble's trick of claiming illness rather than uh, being forthright.
Ah, okay. I'll just kind of uh, nod to myself and go, yep, Tala, you did good. I don't think she wants to talk to anybody. But if she
Okay.
does, she'll have the note.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Back in the office,
Uh-oh.
Frista.
You left a quote unquote thief in an office of a noble?
Frista, you are here. Ansel has stayed behind as well. Um,
Oh.
while Delwyn led your other companions up to check on Carissa. Do you do anything?
No, just standing awkwardly. Maybe having a look around. Just being like walking across, having a look at any paperwork, any books, anything that I can see that's interesting.
Yeah.
Any signatures.
Go ahead. Give me an investigation check. I'm gonna say.
Well, it's a 17.
17. You definitely catch sight of not a signature of Delwyn's, but his handwriting. As he
Yes.
left his paperwork out on the desk. There are a few books here. Most of them, it seems, is a collection of academic works and things that can be used as references for business and things like that. But there seems to be in a portion of the library closer to the bottom of the shelves brighter colored books that seem to be of fiction, um, easier to read. And it's quiet as you look around. It seems that Ansel isn't eager to strike up any sort of conversation. Roll me an insight check.
Oh, I'm great at those. How's a 3?
He's just looking around the library as you are, sort of taking it in.
So just stares at him with a pout for a good 3 seconds and then looks away and goes back to doing what she's doing.
Friesta misses where his eyes go back over to Friesta because she didn't get high enough on her insight.
Yeah.
As the moments sort of stretch on, Ansel does sort of cough. And and it's at that point that the doors open, and the rest of your companions come forward, and Ansel just sort of clams up.
I'd look over to him and then see everyone coming in and quickly turn to look at everyone coming in.
Little exchange.
Well,
Faye, do we notice this little exchange?
roll an insight check.
Oh, yes. Okay. Another nat 20 would be really nice. Oh.
Good thing you're a halfling.
Yeah. 18.
There was definitely something that was about to happen. You catch where Frieza looks to Ansel and then looks to you guys, where Ansel's kind of seeming a bit off guard. Um,
Uh-huh. Turning batty these days. Okay. So how's it going? Saying to Fusa and Ansel.
Waiting on you guys. What happened?
Mm-hmm. We got yelled at by Noble. Standard
Oh.
practice, really.
Yeah,
Yep.
you get
Wait.
used to it. Starts to
We
hurt
got-
regardless.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean we got yelled at?
She yelled, "Go away!" So we left.
I thought you said I did okay. You're saying
Oh, you
I
did
made a
great.
mistake and that's why she got upset? Oh
You know,
no.
people yell at people all the time for reasons that one or the other person doesn't understand. So we Gucci. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this friends thing is just way too much.
Stop thinking so
Darwin-
much about this, Tala.
Listen, I don't. Not the time. Master Delwyn,
Okay.
are we friends? No, just kidding. Can you tell me if you know this person? And I use my head of disguise and turn into the elf at the keep.
I do, yes.
What is my name?
You are Tala.
I mean, the person's name.
He is a knight under House Parthenaeus. His name is Sir Vorald.
Okay, can you spell that
What?
for me, please?
I can put it in the game room.
Thank you.
You better.
You know what? Now, just because of that, you guys don't get a name.
Damn.
Wait! It was just one person who
Wait,
did that.
wait.
Yeah, and I told you guys, I'm a fan of the silent lunch.
What the heck is silent lunch?
If one person screws up, everyone has to pay for it, so you can't talk during
Oh!
lunch.
Ouch.
No.
Yep.
He would have just been so what's his face to me if hadn't given it to us. So.
Yeah. But yeah, he's Sir Vorald, and he is a knight under House Parthenaeus, which is Chris's house, or her mother's
Gotcha.
house.
Very righteous dude.
I have a
Suspected.
question for you. This knight was there at the keep. Well, we met him sitting at the desk, so we figured he's overseeing the whole
I mean,
house arrest to Carissa.
I do not know his specifics. I just am aware of him as he is a noble, though low-ranking under the House Parthenaeus, who is against me. And thanks for the raid!
Do you, when we were trying to rescue Carissa, he offered us a deal? We don't know what the deal was going to be, but why would he try to offer us a deal?
People are strange. They may have ulterior motives. Things that are outside of what Parthenaeus can provide. I cannot tell you again. I do not know him. I just know his face.
Right. Okay. Thank you. And I completely forget that I look like him, and I just leave it as is.
Tala. Who's
Yeah.
this guy? Did I see him much in the fighting? I don't think I did.
You wouldn't have seen him because you exited out of that same second floor. He was down
Yeah.
on the first. Yeah, you don't know him. He was entirely left out of your story.
Darn,
I turned
I
to
mistold the whole heroic heist thing then. Oh well. We'll add his part in later. Mhm.
Is my brand of castigation still telling me what direction he's in?
Still up and still in that same direction. It doesn't seem that he has shifted anywhere.
Cool.
he tried to kill us. Although he offered us a deal, although I don't know what that deal is. But then he tried to kill us all. We tried to hit him back, and it's a story.
This is you guys had a
But
whole
he's
adventure
like,
without me, huh?
yes, we almost died.
Oh, good. Standard. That's exciting.
Yes, yes. Um, I think we made an enemy of him, but we don't know who he is. What he wanted.
I mean, that changed. You know that he is Sir Volrold of House Parthenaeus.
We have a name.
Yeah, why not? That's Regan's in it, sorry. Oh yes, he's an important person. Okay. We should go.
Tavern the Iron Toad Badger.
The Iron
Yes.
Toe Badger, yes.
Should we bring other people along, or should we just go ourselves? What do you think we
We should
should
probably bring friends, yes. We have friends, usually.
We have friends? Oh my god.
I know that the term is like a hot potato right these days. It's
Did someone
fine.
say potato? Please don't
Yeah,
the bag of
okay.
floating.
There's too many things. Okay, let's go. Andy's gonna start walking.
You can bring two figures with you for this.
I'm so confused. You told me not to say the word friends, and you both said friends two
Say not to use
times.
the word
Both.
friends.
You said, you know what?
Yeah.
Stop mentioning friends. I'm so confused.
Oh, you just see Andy like shake her head and go, I don't know how to explain anything. I don't usually explain this stuff.
It's not
Okay, it's just walking.
typically my area, but I do know that there are several services offered by the church, including a sort of counseling area, if that is necessary. It seems that there is a disconnect. As Ansel looks between Tala and Andy and somewhat towards Freesta, but not a lot towards Freesta.
Yeah, I enter our house looking exactly like Sir Forold.
As you do that, Lorcan's the first one to respond as he's like pulling out like a hidden blade. Hey, why are we bringing him in here?
No, it's
What?
It's Tala with
What?
the hat. Tala with the hat.
What?
You're still that person. What's his face?
Oh!
World?
Sorry.
So what's
I
his
turned
face?
back.
Who I don't
sorry.
know.
Lorcan lowers the blade but doesn't put it away. Alright. You're very convincing,
Yeah.
Tola, but I'm not convinced entirely yet.
Oh,
and then
no.
slowly
I just
puts away the blade, just kind of watching you.
I turned into him to find out if Delwyn knew who it was. It turns out his name is Sir V.
Vorhold. Vorhold.
Yes, that.
Sir Vorald.
Yes.
Yeah, he sounds like a prick.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The show really tells you, I feel like. And also apparently he tried to kill you guys. News to
Yes.
me. So yeah, Logan, you'll have to help me out with like his mannerisms and stuff the next retelling we do.
Alright, yeah, no, I didn't have too much close interaction with him. I was just, kind of fighting along near him, but, I know how to be a prick, so I can do that. Easily done.
Excellent. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm glad you have acknowledged that.
Yeah, no.
And it's just gonna give like the goofiest smile.
I just realized how I can help you telling the stories. What if I go turn into the bad guys as you guys tell the story?
Yeah.
Well, if you
Uh-huh.
turn into this guy, how am I supposed to act like him?
Oh,
That's a good point. Maybe we should have Logan have his fun. You know, he needs to
maybe I can
act
turn
like
into
not being a
you.
prick.
I mean,
Maybe I can turn
Yeah.
into you.
you can
Good luck with
definitely
that.
try, but I've been told there's only one man like me in the world.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I immediately go turn into Logan.
Yeah, now let's take you down to the Red Candle District and see if the ladies can tell the difference.
Excellent. Oh man. Okay. Let's just keep walking. Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
What is the Red Candle District?
I'll
Nobody
take you
would
when
tell
you're
me.
Where
alone.
they
I mean, if you, Paula, when's your birthday?
Oh, I don't know. I was adopted.
All right. When's your
I think we're
adoption day?
asking.
Oh, I don't know. We didn't use calendars.
All right. You find yourself a special day, and I'll take you there as a treat.
Oh.
Okay.
Please don't.
Today's a special
not-
day.
No, let's not Sky. Tell it. Tell it's good. Tell it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
fine. Tell it's uninteresting. It's really, yeah, less exciting than you think it is.
I
It's
mean,
fine.
hey, I will agree with Andy on this. It's less exciting than what it sounds like.
What?
I don't
What?
know.
Wait.
I mean,
Just
hold
because you
up.
got a good time doesn't mean that it's exciting.
Okay. Well, okay, that's a conversation for another time, and I'm very intrigued by that answer.
Look, you've been to one, you've been to them all.
Okay, the next time I see you in the Red Candle District with whatever, hanging out with whoever, I'm gonna let that person know.
Probably
Wait,
have already
you
heard
go-
it.
Ouch. Okay. Jeez.
wait. You've been to the Red Candle District too?
I've been to this
But
No.
you never
one.
take me.
I've been to this one. I've been to the one up in
No,
Rendering.
I'm talking. Asking Andy. You've been to the Red Candle Light District, but you never take me.
No, I've never been to this one. I just, in general.
But you said the next time you are at the Red Candle District.
Uh-huh, the next time could be the first time.
Andy, are you lying to me right now?
I would never.
Inside check.
Okay, persuasion. Nice. Quality.
Yeah, Tala, Andy's not lying, and seems to be quite earnest.
Okay. I go sit down at the nearest chair, looking like Lonko. No, Lorcan.
I was like,
God damn it!
who? So yes, you can prepare for your trip to Robrother once more, to go to the Iron Toe Badger, the tavern there. You can bring 2 other figures with you, whoever.
Oh, Ansel, definitely.
Good.
Isn't it good to have a healer on hand?
Yeah,
That's the only
exactly.
reason.
That is a healer. I mean, so is
And who
Andy
else
to
shall
an
we bring?
extent.
I'm
Who
very
else are we
bad.
playing?
Logan,
Let's bring
Logan and
Charmander.
Ansel. What?
Okay, Lorcan and Ansel.
Yeah. Logan is
Boys.
smuggling. I think he'd have knowledge here.
I don't smuggle unless the price is right. All right, I'm just a courier.
Right. I would never suggest anything else. Without watching if you're around.
Small girl. So, any specific preparations you do before you head out?
Can I use my pearl to get back my 3rd level spell slot?
You've had a long rest, unless you've used it already.
I sent to Beck in the morning.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Ugh.
Yeah, you can do so.
Great. Whisper some words.
Tala, Krista, any preparations?
No, I'm good to go whenever.
Yeah, I say goodbye to the people who are staying behind at Charmander.
Adios.
Okay. So, goodbyes to Terraminder, Ronan, and to... Oh, that's really all. Because you've got Ansel and Larkin. I'm so used to the others who have, like, this whole ass caravan of NPCs. I blame Lachlan.
Uh,
I do blame Lachlan. I take
Hmm.
credit for one of
Mhm.
them. So you were able to head out. And as you are exiting out here, and you do have the 2,000 gold that you can use as needed. Do you make any stops in Wintervale before you head out to Rebrother?
Oh, wait, hold up. Let me check to see if I need anything for like spell components. I don't think I need anything because I don't have Revivify. Do we want to see if we can buy some healing potions, or are you guys okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, good.
So, you make it out to Rebrother, easily enough able to catch a ride so you don't have to walk the whole way again. So it's still daylight when you arrive. And now you are to find the tavern. Go ahead, roll for me investigation checks, please.
Amazing.
Oh, that fits for Tala though. I mean,
You're doing
like,
great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, roll twinsies. Not final twinsies, but roll twinsies.
So,
yeah. Your investigation's great. We know.
Hala,
Yeah, but 18, yeah.
what's going through your mind that's distracting you from what you're supposed to be doing?
Completely confused about the whole friend thing. Am I supposed to mention it, not mention it? Am I supposed to let things happen or actually pursue it? Like, do I check on the friends that I think is suffering or do I let them be? I am like, mind is like, yeah, I'm just concentrating on that.
Sort of, as the thoughts are welling up around you, there is a hand on your shoulder, it almost kind of shocks you out of it, and you see a concerned face as Ansel's looking at you. I know that I had mentioned it earlier as almost not quite serious, but you seem distracted. Would you need or desire seeking out counseling to assist, or?
Yes, brother Ansel, I need guidance on how to be a good friend and how to be a friend, but how to be a good friend. And I'm getting all these mixed signals from Andy, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like how do I be a good friend? Like more than just regular friend, but like a good friend.
You see, like, his face kind of flush a bit as his eyes go wide. He was caught unprepared. um I'm not I was going to suggest when we returned, assisting and helping you find an acolyte. I've never done any of the counseling before.
Oh,
I just know that it's a service that is offered.
oh, right, right. But you know how to be a friend.
I'm not quite. I've the only friends that I have these days are your group. Though I'm friendly with many figures, I kept to myself and to Berig's side when I was in the temple. I devoted myself to the knowledge and search and being what Berig needed of me, and if that meant healing those that were sick or learning of their ailments, that was it. But I'm not a man of the cloth because I am one who is social, able to be sociable. It was a nature of circumstance.
But you still consider us friends. Like, I wouldn't be a friend to everyone, and I'm trying to learn what being a friend means. But it's like, yes, I'm friends with you, but maybe I want to be more a friend, more of a friend, more than a friend, to, like Terramander, like be her good friend. And I think Freestar is upset with me, so I'm gonna fix that friendship. And then I think I upset Carissa because Andy said she yelled at me, which I didn't know she yelled at me because Andy said I was doing a good job. Um,
Can you
I,
roll for me an
I'm
insight
confused.
check?
Oh crap!
Can I give her advantage?
You're not part of the conversation. Okay, cool. You don't quite notice this. There's a sort of pained look that comes over Ansel's face, but you're not quite sure where or why. Um,
Do you have gas?
no,
Oh, you have that look on your face. Okay.
it just seemed to be in a similar situation, partly.
You are? With who?
I fear that I have upset Freesta.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I
It,
I didn't. What
no,
did you do? Did you make Taramander do something she didn't want to do too?
no, you made Terminda do something she didn't want to do.
Yes. What did you do?
I honestly do not know, and um, I'm trying not to think too much about it. And I,
Well,
I wish that I knew what I have done so that I could make it better. I, I enjoyed seeing Freesta at ease and smiling. I would like to do what I can to bring her back to such a state.
yes, I agree. But like when I realized I did something, I did a bad thing with Terramander, I went and tried to talk to her. But Andy said, don't do that. Just stop pushing and just let it be and let her come to you. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I mean, if there's a problem, shouldn't you talk about the problem to make it better? But Andy's like, no, just, be a comforting presence. And when I try to do a comforting presence, I look like I had to poop. And Terramander then got, really concerned about me. And
Diamond, I believe, is a special case. Is not. I wouldn't say she's not whole, but she's not entirely well. There's healing that needs to be done there. He seems to try and think. I'm not the best with plants, but if you overtend to the garden and it ends up worse.
oh,
Instead of,
yes. No, you need to kind of give them what they need, but then you let them do their thing and let them grow and you watch from far.
so Terminder is a garden.
Oh, Brother Ansel, that's the best advice ever. Why didn't Andy say that?
I don't believe that
Wow.
Andy is perhaps knowledgeable. I know very base on gardening and planting, but I try and collect a little bit of knowledge of everything. Uh, Andy seems very specialized in music and fighting.
Yeah,
Perhaps
she
some
told
other
me
art forms.
she told me to go ahead and practice this, and then I bang on my chest all out of beat. And I guess I'm supposed to do this to help Terramander feel better, but I need more practice. I
Well-
think. Do you think you should talk to Freesta? If you talk to Freesta, I'll talk to Freesta. Or do you think we should let that be too?
I had tried approaching Freesta earlier, but our business has come forward, so handling the situations that need to be handled first. As much as I want to repair things with Freesta, and you see that he kind of just, there's something there that is unsaid.
Brother Ansel, are you okay?
Roll a persuasion check.
Eight.
I'm fine.
Okay.
And
Well, if you need to talk about it, I'm here to listen.
what's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 14.
Even though he says that he's fine, there is a sort of sadness that lingers on his face. But it doesn't seem that he will talk of it at this time.
Okay. I let it go. I note that, but I let it go. Thank you, Brother Ansel.
And he'll nod. All the while...
Freesta,
go for
Oh.
it.
I am very, very sorry.
Oh. Oh.
I apologize to Terramander.
Oh. I saw that she was acting more comfortable around you. I sort of assumed.
Yes. But I also saw the look that you gave me. So I apologize. Are you still mad at me?
No, it was between you and Taramanda. If it's all sorted, which I assumed it was, we're fine.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I was only mad at you because we're friends, and
Wait, I'm confused. You got mad at me because we're friends? Did you not want to be friends with me anymore?
No, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say I hold friends to high standards, but if a friend does something out of line, I more want to right it. I'd want my friends to be good people. And sometimes people fall out of line, and if I do something shitty, I hope everyone else does the same for me.
Okay. Okay, and I think on that as we work.
So, as you all are walking through Roperother, between Andy and Freesta's investigations, you're able to quickly find the figures without annoying too many of the dock workers with questions. And as you reach the establishment, this is where we must take our next ad break. So, please stick around with us while we sit through our ads. Ads are a huge part of how we keep our games affordable here with Wildewitch RP. You can turn down the volume. You can hang out in our chat room, but please don't mute them or leave us. You can also always make a direct donation to my Ko-fi. There's a link for that on screen. Ko-fi donations not only help support us at Wildewitch RP, they also unlock awesome perks for our entire Wildewitch RP community. Perks that benefit everyone who plays with us for the next month. They include new quests and special companions, double treasure, double XP, and other fun things that you can catch in our Discord. So, stick around with us. We'll be right back. All right, so as we find ourselves now at the Iron Toe Badger, you're able to enter into the tavern, and there's a few people here. It's not packed. It's still, again, about midday, later in the afternoon. But you do have a tavern keep and a few patrons, a server that's going about. And it just seems a general dockside tavern.
Okay.
Do they have a bard?
I'll say no, they don't have a bard.
Oh, sad. We don't know what this guy looks like, right?
Nope, all you were given was a name and that he's a retired pirate.
Does anyone look like a pirate?
Roll an insight check.
Ooh. Do they look like what I'd imagine? Well, we met one pirate.
Yeah, you met one
That's
pirate.
a 12.
12. None of them remind you of Cheerful Ben. So
Yeah.
you're not quite sure that any of these guys could be pirates.
Can I saunter over to the barkeep person?
Sure.
Cool. I will do my best saunter and kind of try to be showy in that like I have instruments and whatever. And the magic rapier on my hip. Hello, good person. Good day to you. Big smile.
Good day. What do you want?
A few things. Could I have a glass of your finest ale? And some for my companions as well. And then, I'd like some information, if you please.
Ale will be a copper for each tankard. Information will cost
Cool.
you more. And he'll
Sounds
turn
good.
and start filling out tankards for everybody.
Excellent. I will, slide, when he comes back, I'll slide him a gold.
Alright. I see what you put down. What do you want? And there are 5 tankards that are lined up for you and the others.
Perfect. If someone needed to leave quickly and quietly, how might they do that? By leaving in a boat.
Roll a persuasion.
With advantage?
Sure, why not?
Great.
You did
I gave
give
him a
him-
gold.
You did give him a gold.
17.
17. You see, it's almost, you're worried that he almost didn't hear you, but there's a look on his face. He's definitely heard, and he's giving consideration. You'd be wanting a certain figure. And as he says that to you, he whistles across the bar and catches the attention of a figure that kind of sits near one of the doors. And he comes over. You see that it's a young man, but he seems scrawly, a little sickly. He's missing several of his teeth. Whispers across the bar as this figure stands next to you, and you can smell there is a heavy scent of ale and bile.
Lovely.
You know where Bodanton is. And this young man. Oh, well, I do. Oh, but I can't quite remember. And he looks down to you, Andy, and it's almost like a leer. The jingle in my brain, it's gone quiet.
I can jingle your brain, and I would like to punch him in the face.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
Okay, this will be hilarious. That's a 15.
Yeah, you strike him and he goes down, his lip
Does he?
busted. Yeah. He's
Wow,
got a
that's
commoner
exciting.
stat. You can hit him and, he won't take, 1 point of damage.
I
But-
don't deal any damage technically, but okay,
But,
cool.
1 point of damage is like a quarter of a commoner's health.
Psychic damage.
So,
Psychic.
you can still hit him and he'll go down, but it doesn't mean that he's, dead. It just means that he's not.
Perfect.
So
That's
he's
good.
on the ground and he's wiping this split lip and
You want to try saying that more nicely? And I will pull out a silver and twiddle it between my fingers.
you're crazy, that's what you are.
No, I'm just, Leos are not gentlemen.
Yeah, but you come around here and you start touting that you've got money and you expect us people to just keep our eyes off. I think he knocked one of my teeth
No.
loose.
Oh my gosh. Are you gonna take Are you gonna take us to him or not?
I'm going nowhere with you, but if you want Bodanton, he was negotiating with some client. And they left for the Western Docks. That's where his ship's headed.
Great. Is he telling the truth? Can I do an insight?
Roll an insight check.
Not that I don't trust someone I just punched. 25.
25. He doesn't seem to be lying. He's saying whatever is quick enough to come to his mind and is not giving much time to think of any sort of deceptions. He doesn't
Cool.
want to be around you much longer. Just punched him.
I'm so intimidating. I would like to kind of bow graciously, toss him the coin, and can I give him a healing word?
Yeah, go ahead.
It'll be the most insulting healing word ever.
Yeah.
Cool, that's a 6.
The,
Okay, you scum.
Yeah, the split begins to knit back together, but there's still the smeared blood. And he takes the coin, and he's muttering to himself. Anyone who would like to try and overhear, roll a perception check based on hearing.
Never mind, I don't want to hear this.
Friesta, you can assume that it's likely about Andy, but you're not getting any sort of specifics. You do get the tone that he is disgruntled.
And take a bath! I'll call as we leave.
He gives a rude gesture.
I've made so many friends. See, Tyler, that's how you make a friend. Anyway.
Punched him
Okay.
in the Face. Okay.
Talks.
That is weird as
No, Tyler, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't know. I've made a few good drinking friends, but a quick
Look,
punch
and
in
you
the
are a
face.
bad example.
I never said that I was a good person to look up to.
I appreciate your honesty. That's great. Refreshing.
Wait, so you don't want me to hit them on the face?
I wouldn't.
I would
Personally.
pay gold to see you hit someone in the face.
Look it. Stop talking.
Wait! She asked if I'd want to say it, and I would.
I go and punch him in the face.
Give me an attack roll.
Hold on, please. Come on. Unarmed, right?
Unarmed strike.
Oh. 8.
You almost get past, but he has his hand come up in the brief moment, and I've been around a little bit longer. You're gonna have to try harder than that, but I appreciate the gusto.
You told me to hit you in the face.
I said that I'd pay money to see you hit someone in the face, not that you should try and hit me. But I, again, appreciate the gusto. You're just gonna have to try a little bit harder.
Can I get the gold?
No,
You did say you'd paid. Look, you didn't
To watch
specify it
it-
wasn't gonna be you.
it's to watch her punch someone. Yes.
You saw her punch
you not
Come on,
someone?
or attempt.
If you ask the right person, less than no one. But we don't need to
I
get
think you
into
owe
that.
her a gold though. Just
I'm
And we
confused.
never even specified how much I'd be willing to pay. That's that I would be.
okay, a copper then. I think you owe her a copper.
Fine. And he'll pull a copper out and place it in Tala's
Perfect.
hand. The one that tried to
Thank
punch
you.
him.
This is
Thank
how
you.
friendships are maintained. Oh gosh. Tala's memoir, How I Made Friends.
How I made a single copper.
You better believe I'm adding it to my inventory.
Do it.
I did.
So you have an idea of where Badanton is, the Western Docks. You still don't know what Badanton looks like or what even his ship is,
That's fine.
but you know that he's in the Western Docks.
Bodanton, Bodanton. Bodanton is a nice, fun name to say. Bodanton.
So, what do you do from here? You do have 5 tankards of ale as well, just that way.
Oh,
Lurkin's already down to his, so you really only have
Alright.
4.
yeah, I'll take mine as well.
Oh, it's okay to drink this now? Okay. I drink. Fisha and Brother Ansel, are you not drinking?
I mean, I take a few sips, but I'm not... I don't need to finish. If you would like the rest of it,
No, we don't need to finish?
you never need to finish it, but I'd
Oh.
rather keep a clear head if we're working. And of course, you know,
Are we?
we're following a lead, are we not?
I get to
I wish
punch
I
someone
had-
while getting paid? That's fun.
I mean, I believe we've already been paid, or at least given 2,000 gold as an allowance.
Even better.
Okay.
But I prefer to keep my head a bit more clear in circumstances like this. There's a time to fall into the buzz, and I do not believe now is it.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
To the Western Docks.
So, after your drinks, you're able to head out to the Western Docks. And what do you do?
Look
Andy?
around for a pirate.
How
It
can
works
you
so
tell
well
it's
last time.
how can you tell it's a pirate ship versus a regular ship?
I just know, and Andy has like this, like if you imagine all these different tales about like the brave, like dauntless going out to wherever, or like the maiden on the front of the prow, and so she has this idea of what it should be.
Wow. You say this out loud?
Sure, yeah, I'll give like all
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
bells
yeah.
and whistles of like what this should
Like,
be, and there's probably none
my-
of those in the area. Yeah.
But my eyes are like totally wide and just taking all of this
Yeah.
information. I'm like,
Mhm.
whoa, that sounds magnificent.
Yep.
Go ahead. If that's what you are basing your criteria off of, roll for me an investigation check.
May I roll as well?
Sure.
It's a 20, 30, 20.
Tala, they're all ships, and you can easily imagine any of these setting out on these wondrous tales. Anything that will take you somewhere far away and fits that. Andy, there are a few ships here that could perhaps somewhat come to the tales that you've imagined in your mind, but none quite so illustrious or glamorous. There are a few that have interesting names, but none that quite... None that quite seem like the Cherry Chums, with Cheerful Ben, and maybe it's just like a little deflating. But you do find one with a very interesting name. It's called the Storm Runner, but it's more of a caravel than any sort of large ship.
It's a runner for a pirate. I'll go over there. Point it out. Look, they might know something.
So as you approach the caravel, there is a boathouse that's nearby. And as you are approaching, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah.
Tala,
Mm.
there seems to be some sort of commotion that's happening inside the boathouse. It sounds like an argument.
Oh, I mentioned that. Should we try to go sneak up and try to hear what they're yelling about, arguing about?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, if anyone would like to roll a stealth check, I see Tala's roll.
Oh, yep.
Let's take a
12.
I can stealth again.
Let's see about our NPCs. As you guys get closer, you can see that there are figures inside. You can peer through one of the grimy windows. There is a figure being held at sword point by two large men. And as you get closer, you can see these figures clearly. And you can hear, "The client knows he's still alive, and she doesn't have time to wait for you to weigh options. We've made more than a reasonable offer for what you know. And if you won't talk, we'll have to be uncivilized."
Oh,
Oh,
are we all at the window hearing this?
You'd all be at the window hearing this, yeah.
Do we hear? Is the window like? Is there glass on the window? Like,
There is glass.
or
in
is the window open?
It's glass. It's grimed.
Okay, and is the window open?
No. But you're close enough. that
Can we
you
just
hear it.
run to the... Can we run to the front of the... and go in?
Sure.
Yay! Okay, that's what I'm doing.
I'll follow.
Okay. So, Tala, as you quickly hear footsteps, you see where you turn Andy and Krista running towards the front door, which isn't terribly far.
Question.
Mhm.
Nope, I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna go ahead and follow them.
All right. Then, as all of you rush forward and through the door, I'm assuming you just enter in, right?
Yep.
Cool. So Andy, smallest of the group, kicks the door in, and stands there.
Yeah.
And as the rest of you all follow, and the figures look to you. They already have their blades out. Again, they had this figure, which you can now see is bound to a chair by ropes at sword point. I think this is a great place for us to end our
No.
episode this evening.
Stop it! I want to keep
Stay!
going.
So we will pick up there next week to continue on with our story. But before we head out, I do just want to say a thank you to my players for playing. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you all enjoyed this. Again, we'll be picking up next week to continue on. But you know, head over to our episode, or not our episode, head over to our website, wildewitch.com. Check us out there. Join us in our Discord to jump in a game yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. And of course, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.